veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The Grizzlies on offense. Here's Morant. Not going to go that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks so much, David. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Scott. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 8 points for MP. And Kia and the NBA have a long and great relationship. And now, Greg, they've tapped MP to be a spokesman for the brand.
I mean, guys like Blake Griffin and LeBron have worked with Kia in the past. Good move from them to add MP as the next player to rep their brand.
And that one is good.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Wasted no time on that one. Scott's got 11.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Floats it up there for Morant. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now here's Brooks. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Scott dishes to Brown. Back to Scott. Feeds it to Williams. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And it's Morant missing. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Lets it go with the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Big round of applause to your very own Grizzlies Bucks Youth Dance Team.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Jones. And the rejection by MP. Gallinari finds Scott. From deep. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
And here's Kennard following the 3 from Scott. And again, Memphis no good. Well, some sneakerheads will be interested to hear. MP has inked his first shoe deal. Always an exciting moment for a young player.
And I'm hearing MP is going with Nike. That should be a great partnership. Their third three-pointer in a row.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Tillman. Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. MP with the bounce pass. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And the first one drops.
Danilo Gallinari may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Because of his size, he can score on the interior, post a mismatch. We know he's a tremendous shooter. Love his game.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Now a timeout called by Memphis. MP's really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Clark. And again, Memphis no good. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And so it's the Boston Celtics riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
Your Grizzlies Youth Dance Team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not take on the Spurs. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Tillman comes in for Jackson. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Bain. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin's checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Gallinari, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And so Jones nails both of them.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. And that was the Mobile One Drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Tyus Jones at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Mike Muscala is checked in for Blake Griffin. And so Jones nails both of them. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Scott, takes it inside, and it's Scott with the jam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
To the inside, tips it up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Jones against Scott. He got it up. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's...
And so it's Boston, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
Scott, good.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Morant, the bounce pass. Brooks against Tatum. And it's Morant at the elbow. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
The call on the floor is a jump ball.
So it's Boston now. Boston dictating the flow. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Outside, Bane. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And finished off by Scott.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Good. 12 points for John Morant.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Endorse this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Stolen by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brown against Bane. Back to Morant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 14 points for John Morant.
And just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Horford the pass to Scott. Over Morant. And MP with the basket on the assist by Horford. 48 points for MP.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And stolen by Scott. It's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Bane. Back to Morant. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Outside, Scott. Back to Horford. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Horford kicks to Tatum. Scott up top. Guarded by Morant. The kick out to Scott. Takes a 3. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brooks the pass to Bane. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Williams kicks to Scott. Shoots over Adams. And another basket for Boston.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by MP. And so it's Boston with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Mike Muscala out there with Gallinari. Then there's Scott. Then it's Griffin. And it's White in at the shooting guard. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance. And the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Yeah, fantastic feed from the big man. Blake Griffin's feel for when his guys are open is truly special.
Here's Jones. Pass to Kennard. Here's Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Gallinari covering. 5 to shoot. Conchar, the pass to Jones. It's good. 6 points for Tyus Jones. Boston dictating the flow. Here's Scott. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
You know. We have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate. And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Conchar. Gallinari covering. Back to Kennard. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Scott, good.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And stolen by Scott.